Welcome to Suva, Fiji, a warm, bustling capital tucked on the southeast coast of Viti Levu, the largest island in the South Pacific. If you close your eyes and picture coconut palms, a deep blue harbor, and a mix of colonial brick buildings and modern glass, you're already partway there. Suva is famous for being Fiji's political and cultural heart, where Pacific Island traditions meet vibrant markets, lively festivals, and a rich mix of people. Indigenous Fijians, Indo-Fijians, Europeans, and other Pacific communities all living side by side. This city punches well above its weight as a place to discover everyday island life, history, and a handful of surprisingly green escapes right inside its city limits. The story of Suva is short but interesting. For centuries, the area was home to indigenous villages, but the modern town grew in the 19th century when the British moved the capital here from Levuka in 1882. The choice was practical. Suva had a larger harbor and more room for expansion, and from those colonial beginnings came the familiar red brick government buildings. Tree-lined streets and the formal public gardens you can still stroll through today. You will notice that history here is layered: tribal traditions, the legacy of colonial architecture, and waves of migration that introduced Indian cuisine and festivals. That mix gives the city a warm, cosmopolitan buzz that feels different from a postcard island resort. Walk through downtown and you will find a lively market scene. Suva Municipal Market is a sensory feast: piles of tropical fruit, women selling fresh fish and root vegetables, fragrant bundles of aromatic herbs, and the chatter of vendors offering you a deal. The color and smell of the market give you an instant feel for how locals eat and live. Beyond the market, the Fiji Museum in Thurston Gardens is small but revealing, with artifacts that trace Fijian life across centuries and tidy explanations about chiefs, canoes, and early trade. The waterfront at Suva Harbor is busy and useful: ferries, workboats, and a skill line that mixes modern hotels with government buildings. If you want shade and greenery, head into Thurston Gardens or drive a short way to Kolo, Suva Forest Park, a pocket of rainforest with walking trails, swimming holes, and a cool, green escape from the city heat. Suva's climate is tropical and humid, with a wet season from about November to April when heavy rains and occasional cyclones can roll through. The drier months from May to October are cooler and sunnier, making them the best time to visit if you want comfortable walks and clear sea days. Even in the wet months though, short downpours are common and can pass quickly, so rain gear and a flexible plan work well. Everyday life in Suva moves at an easy, cheerful pace. People gather to drink kava, a traditional root beverage served in communal balls, and you will often hear make or traditional dancing and singing, especially at cultural events. Food is a highlight: try kokota, of Fijian ceviche with coconut cream and lime, and don't miss local curries, roti, and sweet pastries influenced by Indo-Fijian cuisine. Friendly chatter on the street, small shops open late, and a growing cafe scene make Suva a pleasant city for wandering. For must-see spots, start with the municipal market for flavor and color, then the Fiji Museum to connect with local history. Stroll through Thurston Gardens, visit the historical government buildings and Albert Park where events and sports often take place, and if you have time, drive to Kolo, Suva for a swim in jungle pools. Consider a boat trip to nearby reefs for snorkeling, or arrange a cultural visit to a village to learn about kava rituals and traditional crafts. Practical tips: carry some cash in Fijian dollars because smaller vendors and markets prefer it, though atoms are common in the central area. Dress light and bring sun protection, but pack a light rain jacket during the wet season. Be respectful when visiting villages. Modest dress and asking permission before photographing people is important. Kava rituals have rules, so follow a local's lead. Taxis and minibuses connect much of the city. Agree on a fare or ask drivers to use the meter. English is widely spoken, which makes navigation easy. Suva is not a resort town, and that is its charm. It's a living, breathing Pacific city where you can see how island culture adapts and thrives. Whether you were weaving through the market, sipping kava with new friends, or slipping into a cool rainforest pool after exploring, Suva leaves a quiet, friendly impression. If you want an island experience that includes real urban life, history, and warm local hospitality, Suva is ready to surprise you.